Live television can sometimes become the stage for moments no one forgets. And this morning on Today with Jenna and Friends, it happened. The studio lights glistened across the polished floor, reflecting in the glass panels behind the host's desk. The audience buzzed with anticipation. Everyone could feel that today's interview wasn't going to be ordinary. Jenna, smiling, eyes sharp. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we have a very special guest, NFL star Kylie Kelce. Applause erupted as Kylie walked into the studio, composed but visibly tense. Her friends accompanying her tried to lighten the mood with casual chatter, but the tension was palpable. Kylie, smiling, polite. "Thanks for having me, Jenna. Excited to be here." Jenna's smile was friendly but professional. She had prepared questions that dug a little deeper than usual, especially about recent headlines and personal controversies surrounding Kylie. Jenna, Kylie, you've been making headlines a lot lately, both on and off the field. Let's talk about the recent allegations regarding the team's management and your comments on social media. Kylie's jaw tightened slightly. She chose her words carefully. Kylie, I've been transparent about my experiences. I just speak from what I know and feel. Jenna, leaning forward, steady tone. But some critics argue that your statements might have been a bit one-sided. How do you respond to that? The studio became quiet. Even Kylie's friends noticed the shift. Kylie, firmly, I can only share my perspective. I can't control how others perceive it. Jenna, raising an eyebrow. Perception is one thing, Kylie. But when millions watch your words, and some interpret them as attacks, responsibility comes into play. Are you aware of that impact? Kylie's hands clenched slightly. The atmosphere was thick with tension. Cameras panned to capture every micro-expression. The tightening of her jaw, Jenna's unwavering gaze, the nervous glance of the producers. Voiceover. Live television has a way of revealing more than the script. It exposes nerves, integrity, and sometimes sparks that ignite into confrontation. Jenna, leaning forward, tone firm. Kylie, let's be honest. You've presented yourself as straightforward. But some feel your statements have stirred unnecessary controversy. Isn't it time to clarify? Kylie's composure wavered slightly, her polite demeanor giving way to frustration. Kylie, calmly but clearly defensive. Clarify? I've been honest. These are my experiences. Everyone is entitled to their opinion about them. Jenna, cutting in, voice sharper. But honesty doesn't mean selective storytelling. When statements are selective, they can shape public perception in ways you may not intend. Don't you think that deserves accountability? The audience was silent, hanging on every word. Kylie, steadying herself, firm. I've been criticized, speculated about, and judged constantly. I stand by my words. I will not apologize for my perspective. Jenna, leaning back, tone colder, precise. Perspective is different from responsibility, Kylie. Millions watch you. If you don't address how your words affect others, the narrative becomes skewed. Kylie's friends shifted uncomfortably in their seats. She looked at them, taking a deep breath, trying to regain her composure. Kylie, quietly but firmly, I understand the impact. I just share what I know. That's all I can do. Jenna, direct, unwavering. Understanding is not enough. You have a platform, Kylie. You have to account for it. That's the discussion we're having today. The tension rose with every word. Kylie's jaw tightened. Sweat beaded slightly at her temple. Jenna's piercing gaze made it clear she would not back down. Voiceover. What started as a friendly interview had turned into a clash of accountability versus self-preservation. Neither was willing to compromise. Jenna, leaning closer, voice steady but cutting. Millions see this. They judge. And you, intentionally or not, are part of shaping that judgment. Are you prepared to face that responsibility? Kylie's breath hitched. Her composure cracked for a moment. Then she straightened, trying to maintain dignity. Kylie, resolute. I stand by my perspective, and I will not let pressure force me to apologize for my truth. Voiceover. The studio had become a pressure cooker. Cameras, audience, producers. Everyone could feel the storm that was about to hit. The tension in the studio had reached its peak. Kylie stood up abruptly, her friends quickly following. Kylie, calm but firm. I've shared my side. I'm done here. Jenna, leaning forward, surprised but composed. Kylie, wait. But Kylie didn't respond. She walked out of the studio, leaving stunned silence behind. The audience murmured. Cameras captured every second, the abrupt departure, her friend's hurried steps, and Jenna sitting back, composed but visibly shaken. Voiceover. A walkout on live television is rare, and today Kylie Kelce had made a statement, loud, clear, and unforgettable. Backstage, Kylie's friends tried to calm her. She exhaled deeply. Friend? Are you okay? Kylie. I can't keep justifying myself. My perspective is valid. That's all I have to say. Voiceover. Within minutes, social media exploded. Clips of the walkout went viral. Fans, critics, and media outlets debated every moment. Kylie's composure, Jenna's persistence, and the tension that unfolded. On-air producers scrambled to cut to commercial, but the moment had already left its mark. Headlines the next day read, Kylie Kelce walks out after heated clash on live TV. Voiceover. In the world of live television, every word, every glance, every pause matters, and sometimes walking away becomes the strongest statement. Jenna, to the camera, professional and composed. That's all for today's segment. Remember, tough questions are part of our responsibility. The answers? That's for the audience to judge. Voiceover, concluding dramatic. Live TV exposes truths. It challenges narratives. And occasionally, it reveals a human unwilling to compromise their integrity. Kylie Kelce's walkout wasn't just a moment, it was a statement. YouTube closing line. If you believe accountability and honesty matter, give this video a like and subscribe. Sometimes the strongest response is knowing when to walk away.